can you be drinking alcohol while you're on a weight loss journey?
Yeah, so we don't ever say no to anyone except five food, which is desserts, ice creams or frozen desserts, and chocolates, and fried and papad. Can you imagine papad? I
I
just can't
can
handle
imagine.
papad.
I'm half Marwadi, so
Oh,
I have
really?
like grown up eating papad and churroing the papad in your sabji.
Yeah,
That's
aloo
like,
ki sabji.
yeah, that is it is the ultimate
Ultimate.
meal, the
Yeah.
ultimate dessert actually.
So when I also grew up, I ate papad really, really often. Then I realized this has to be something wrong with this damn food is really tasty. What's wrong with me? And I don't know, I was so anal about this at that time. And maybe I was like 15, 16 years old. I would not allow, because I could really rule over my younger brothers, sisters. They were not allowed to touch papad in my presence.
But can you tell us why is papad
Because it
bad?
has a lot of sodium and saji, which is like a soda, and it has a lot of fat. People think by roasting papad they've taken away the fat, but I know, I have seen how papad is made. So it has very less nutritional value, and it is little harder to digest, especially in humid places.
Hmm.
So people in Rajasthan, etc., where the climate is really dry, you can digest a lot of food better than you can digest in coastal areas. And that's what I understood. And it just is empty calories. You can't afford to have papad, I have seen in today's world.
Okay, and so
So
these are the five
yeah,
things that
five
you
things they
have
should
to
not
stay
have.
away
Yeah.
from.
So now, so alcohol is something which I don't tell my clients, listen, you have to give it up, because no, everyone will stop coming to me. If I tell them, listen, don't have alcohol, because it is something socially now accepted. When you are having friends over, you're going out in the night, it's like a social decorum. But so this gentleman came to us, and he was having, he said that have to lose weight. I have fatty liver, and it's 28%. And my doctor has told me not to have alcohol and not to have non-veg. Now I've come to you, and you have to make me have all that and make me lose weight. So,
And get my levels back on
and he
track.
said, I have all my life, I've collected this huge cellar of wines from all the best places in the world, and I have to have them. I said, okay. So we bargained and bargained, and we came to wine alternate days, which is not bad.
Not
Yeah.
bad, yeah.
And non-veg every day. I said, you can have maybe chicken twice, thrice in a week, and fish almost every day, but of course low fat ones. And but we found that why he had fatty liver was because of a metabolic disorder. So we corrected that with medication. We found that he had insulin resistance. We consulted an endocrinologist. We started medication. He started exercising. He started living a healthier life because he was scared. He stopped having binge drinking scenarios, and then he lost 10 kgs in 3 months, and his liver fat became 1% in 3 months.
What is the best alcohol for weight loss?
Everyone thinks it's tequila.
Yeah.
So, alcohol, which,
Tequila is the new trend.
yeah, new trend, because it has little bit lesser calories in 60 ml or 30 ml as compared to any other spirits. So, for alcohol, I don't tell them have this or that. I tell them what makes you happy, and you can have limited amount, take that.
Interesting.
Mm,
And is tequila good for the skin? Or is this a myth?
It's a myth. All alcohol is bad for your skin and your brain, but limited amount is okay.
Okay.
Mm.
What about ghee versus oil?
Yeah, huge controversy.
Yeah.
So in recent times, like 1 or 2 years, we have everyone coming. Oh, we are only cooking in ghee. Is the ghee is the ultimate answer? No, ghee is good for you because it has cholesterol and it has SFA, and it's important for our body to have a good balance of PUFA, MUFA, and SFA. So, but forgetting about MUFA and forgetting about PUFA is not the deal, right? You need to have a balance. So, how about balancing your oil too? So, you need 1:1:1 of PUFA, MUFA, and SFA. So, only ghee can actually raise your cholesterol, give you issues like autoimmune disorders again, because PUFA, which is polyunsaturated fatty acids, have something called essential fatty acids, which is essential for your body, for hormone functions, for immunity sake. So all that gets imbalanced. So what my thing is, I immediately stopped them. I said, I will give you ghee fat in your milk protein.
Mm.
Okay, even if you're having 200 or 300 ml of milk or dahi or paneer, that will have at least 10 to 15 ml of ghee as a hidden fat. So that is enough for you. Then you just make your food in oil, which
Okay.
is peanut oil, which has a balance of PUFA and MUFA, or sunflower oil, any of those oil, but not only olive oil, because olive oil is purely MUFA. Very, yeah. So that's also an issue.
So you basically need a mix of everything.
Yes. So if their cholesterol HDL is low, I tell them to make their eggs, if they are vegetarians, with olive oil, and their vegetables and everything else in oil. And ghee is coming as hidden in this thing, but butter, toast can be buttered, which is again a part, sort of a ghee.
And is the butter toast a part of the diet that you give?
Yeah, I have never eaten a toast without butter. Never, never, never.
And toast is also a part of the diet.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
no,
I
that's
love
great
my
to hear.
eggs and toast in the morning.
Okay.
Or some when I get tired of eating eggs, then I have paneer as my first class protein. Or sometimes when I go, like I have sprouted moong cooked in the morning along with my carbs, with other form of carbs.